It is roasting hot here in Wellington, New Zealand. 4 p.m. I've got 2 hours. I hope that's enough time to do a dwarf. So I thought we would start with checking to make sure I've got everything I need, because it's yeah, because there's a lot of stuff involved. So I wonder if I'm on the right page. If anyone comes on here, can they tell me if I'm on Fiona Soul or Fee's makeup page and not my timeline? Am I? Thumbs up. Okay, that's good. Alright, so shall I start by showing you guys what I've got? If you're coming on, just say a little hello so I know who's watching. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is going to be a fun one. So I thought, it's just taken a long time to put this together. Hello! Laylee, did I say that right? Welcome, welcome. Where are you from? Let me know where you are as well if you can. So I went to the $2 shop, or the shit shop, or whatever you like to call them, and I got some ears. They're a little bit elfish, but I couldn't find some big dwarf ears at the I did find some, but they only had left ears. They didn't have any right ears. Oh, I've got a little nose, and I've got that I got from Weta Workshop. Oh my god, it's so huge. It's got a little wart on the end, or two. So we're going to put that on. That'll be one of the first things we do. We've got our full... If I can get it off the thing. Come on. Got a wig. Beautiful wig that I dyed and permed. So this is all yak hair. Can you guys hear me okay? I know they're pixie ears. I really tried to find some dwarf ones, but I don't think you'll see them under all this hair anyway. They're going to be buried. Eyebrows, moustache, and a beard. And I didn't have any dwarf jewellery, so I just put some little pink hair ties in the bottom, which I think are quite funny. Maybe one day when, you know, when I have all the time in the world to do these, I will be able to spend time making dwarf jewellery. Who knows? But yes, that's a lot of hair, and it's already a bazillion degrees here in Wellington, and I think I'm going to go... yeah, I'm going to melt. I may need ice cream after this one. An ice block. My friend from Spicy Thai Designs, who's also on Facebook and Instagram, who's a friend of mine, lent me his dwarf helmet, which he made from scratch. Oh my god, look at that. How amazing is he? He is a professional costume builder, and he makes all sorts of stuff. And I think most of this is made out of the stuff they call warbler. And yeah, he made this in his spare time, and he works full time. He made a whole dwarf costume actually, but I think I would die if I had to put that on today. I think I'm already going to die of R.I.P. me. I'm going to melt. So we've got the ears, nose, hair, helmet. We've got these little things which are called Topstick, and that's like toupee tape. So I'm going to put this down quite low for putting the beard on. We have a multitude of different types of wig glue. So lots of different types of wig glue that you can use. This one is Joe Blasco. You can see that I've used it to death, but it's my favourite. They don't make it anymore, unfortunately, which is really sad because it's like the best kind of glue. Hi, Erica! I know, I'm excited too. I'm just worried that everything's going to melt. Okay, we've got, now this isn't the right kind of glue. I've got Prosaid 2, which I borrowed off a friend. Usually with silicone nose pieces, you would, or any silicone prosthetic piece, you need to glue them on with Telesis. But Telesis is like $1 bazillion, and you have to import it from America. It's a special kind of silicone glue, because silicone doesn't really stick to anything except silicone. But yeah, Telesis, the proper glue for this, that special effects technicians and that use, yeah, it's really expensive. It's hard to get. It's hard to import because it's flammable. I'm just going over my face with some witch hazel, just some yeah, distilled witch hazel, just to dry the area around my nose. I've had a bit of another reaction around my eye again, but it's not too bad. I put some creams and stuff on it last night, and I took heaps of antihistamines and anti-inflammatories because I knew I was going to be doing this one today, and I needed my skin to come right, and I've got it around my lips too. Bloody allergies! God damn it. I'm allergic, just to be clear, I'm allergic to dairy and citrus, and if I'm a little bit naughty, like with the old ice cream or something like that, or cheese or cream, then yeah, I have reactions, and usually I can handle a little bit, but if I have too much, then I get my eye starts going to get itchy under here too. It's my pimple, it's like been there for like 3 weeks or something, it won't go away. Right, so we're going to put our hair under a stocking cap like we did the other day. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, and get our hair out of the way with some 2-bay clips, which I'm just going to whiz through. And then we can get on to the fun stuff. What are people up to today? 6 degrees Fahrenheit here. Perfect. Oh, I wish. I don't really do heat very well. Heat is, yeah, when you're a little bit pudgy, heat's a bit hard to cope with. Is that music too loud? Can you guys still hear me? I could turn it down a little bit. I keep leaving my little stereo. But I've plugged everything in today, so we, as well, so we shouldn't lose battery like we did the other day, which was a bit of a poo. So I've tried to be super prepared today. It needs to go a little bit higher. Yeah, it needs to be, I had a lot to organise for this one. I think I've spent about 2 weeks on and off working on this. So it better all work or I'll be really gutted. Hi Tanya, welcome! Yes, it's dwarf time. So, taking that down. So we're going to try and work really fast. I've got a ladies' dinner tonight. I love my ladies' dinners. At 6:30 at a lovely restaurant in Wellington called The Botanist, which is a vegetarian restaurant. Yeah, it's really great. I even took my carnivorous father there once, and he enjoyed it, which was a big, yeah, that was a big moment. I think he thought it was going to be poos, and he actually ended up really liking it. You know, when he's like 70, nearly 70, and he, you know, has meat with almost every meal, pretty much every meal, if not breakfast, lunch and dinner. And so taking him to a vegetarian restaurant was a bit of a stretch. 35 in Twizel, oh my gosh. We were down there near there in October, Tina, with the film that was being done in Omaramara. I got to go to I left my phone in the Twizel chemist by accident, and I got it back. They were so lovely. Yeah, lovely Twizel chemist people. That's a beautiful part of the country. I would love to have gone gliding while I was down there. I did find a few things, because do you know, like I said on an earlier post, I did actually work on Lord of the Rings. We're talking about like 19 years ago now. 2000 is when we were kind of working on it. I think I started, I'm gonna go dressed as Gimli to my dinner, to the vegetarian restaurant. Yes, I worked, Lord of the Rings was my first job when I was like 22, just after I finished makeup school. I'd met Richard Taylor when I was 16 years old. Keep going, Fiona, keep going. And yeah, that was super cool. They did a little photo shoot with me and made me up as a zombie and pulled plastic over me, and I had hair down to my bum then. And that was super fun, and I was so enamoured with Richard Taylor and Weta Workshop, and all I wanted to do was be a special effects technician, so I worked my butt off. Yeah, and I got into, after many a months, I might just leave that a little bit high today, give me a bit of height for the old dwarf. Yeah, it was a dream come true working on, yes, I stayed at the Heritage in Omaramara. We were very lucky, we were quite close by. We only had half an hour's travel to set when we were down there, and some people had like an hour and a half there and back each day after like a 12 or 14 hour day. It was crazy. So yeah, it was pretty mad, but yeah, beautiful. But yeah, I was a little baby working on Lord of the Rings, and I found this. Where did I put it now? I had it right in front of me. Oh, I'll find it in a minute. It'll turn up. I have my old pass from Lord of the Rings. My old here's my Hobbit pass. Here's my Hobbit one from back in the day. This is my Ghost in the Shell one. So sort of kind of keep them. This one's from Mortal Engines, which just came out the other day. Look how pudgy I was. Still happy though. Happy and pudgy. What's this one? Phoenix. Oh, this was one we just did in Auckland. Yeah, but I must have dropped it or something. I had one from 20, oh here it is. 3'6" was the company that was doing Lord of the Rings way back in the day. That's little baby Fifi at 22 years old on So Happy to be getting a job at Weta, working on Lord of the Rings as a baby prosthetics technician. Oh yes! Earlier I realised it was Thursday in New Zealand. Made my day so much better knowing it was Dwarf Day. Yeah, so it must, is it like dinner time over there, Erica? Oh, we got that up pretty quick. That's pretty good. Right, so I have witch hazeled my nose. I think I have to stuff this, stuff the tip of this nose a little bit, because it's so big. It was made for a man, this nose. So I'm just going to get a little cotton pad and cut it up. I'm just going to cut some little, like 2 little triangles, and I'm just going to stuff it into the tip of the nose. I haven't done special effects for a very, very long time. It's really hard to get work in special effects. I know a lot of baby makeup artists, they really want to work in special effects. It's the dream. Everyone else will need to share this because Charlie's not allowed to share into the groups. Ah, oh, Charlie's been put in Facebook jail, everyone, because she, I think she commented on my Kim Kardashian video too much. Oh, you poor sausage. Oh, thank you, Tina. Yeah, so fingers crossed this all goes according to plan. So I'm just going to stuff it in here because there's a big gap in there. So, make sure it kind of fits. So what I'm going to do is get some powder. I had a big tidy up today too, because after Kim Kardashian, my makeup counter was just a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. So what we want to do is we want to prep my nose with some glue as well. So I put glue all around the inside of the nose, and I'm going to put some glue on my face as well. Gosh, this is going to be, trying to get this off is going to be a bit crazy. I'm just going to use a little one. So Prosade is a hypoallergenic glue. They use it in hospitals to glue things to people temporarily. It breathes, and we use it in the special effects industry a lot, Prosade, especially back in the day. If you think back to back in the day, like 2000, they were still using a lot of foam latex. Foam latex you can stick on with wig glue or Prosade or whatever you like, and you can blend your edges with Prosade. But since they've started using silicone a lot in the film industry, it's harder to stick. I'm just going to go over the edge. If there's any special effects technicians here, just close your eyes, because I know I'm not doing this, I'm not doing film quality applications here, people. That's why I call these lo-fi makeovers, my lo-fi character celebrity makeovers, but I don't care. So yeah, we're going to do, first thing we're going to do is the nose, and then we're going to do, so usually I like to work from the bottom up with the hair, so it's hard to put a moustache on first and then the beard, because all the moustache hair gets in the way. So we'll do the nose first, and then we'll get the beard on, and then we'll do moustache and eyebrows, and we'll do wig last. So I thought this was going to take a really long time, but now I'm thinking, because I'm not doing makeup as such, you know, Well, I did get some like ink. These are ink palettes that we use in the special effects industry. I'm just going to let this dry a little bit. So I'm sticky. Hang on, we'll get some around here. Because this little area here is where a lot of the stick happens. So we use these palettes called tattoo ink palettes. They have nothing to do with tattooing, by the way. These are not to be used for tattooing. So this is a Wild West palette by Hieroglyphics, which is a New Zealand company. Always a bit hard to get open. So see, they have because it's Wild West, it's got lots of blood, dry blood, Venus blood, dirt colours as well. So really good if you're doing a show out in the Wild West. And you liquefy these with isopropyl alcohol, and you can paint or flick. Often people flick the paint on with like little cut off short flick brushes. And the ink just stays. Nothing takes it off except alcohol. So you have to use alcohol to clean it off at the end of the day. And they are used in the makeup industry all the time. Some of them last forever, and some of them don't last so long. The other ones I really like are these palettes, which are by a company called Bluebird. And Bluebird will put a palette together for a job. So we had Phoenix palettes, and then you have the Spartacus palettes, and so a makeup designer can ask them to put certain palettes together for them. I like these because they're a better plastic, and they're smaller, so when you're on set and you need to put them in your set bag, it's not too big. So I've used this one to death as well. It's got good skin colours, good if you need to cover up someone's tattoo, these are quite good colours. And then I've used the dirt, because we do lots of dirt over here in New Zealand. And then that's a counteractive colour as well. Yeah, so a little bit of info while so that glue is pretty much gone translucent. So like I said, it's not the right glue to be putting this on, but I don't have a bazillion dollars, so what you do is you leave the flashing's like the edge, this little weird edge bit on. The reason I got this one for free was because it's a little bit munted, so it's not going to look like spectacular. But you get a little bit of isopropyl in a bowl there, and you get your cotton buds ready. It's all about preparation. Eco-friendly bamboo buds is what I get. I get them from a great shop in town called Good Housekeeping, which is like an eco DIY store that I used to work at. They are lovely in there, and they help you with heaps. They've got heaps of advice as well. So diving in with both hands, we're going to put this dwarf nose on. Here we go. I should really have tried it first. Oh, it's really hard to do it to yourself. Where are the nostrils? There. Excellent. Oh, I love it. It's so cute. Mirror check. I'm probably a little bit crooked, but you know what, dwarves? Got a little bit of asymmetry going on. What do we think, people? So, moving on. So you get your little cotton bud and you dip it in your stinky isopropyl alcohol, and you roll these little edges out with the iso until they come off. Hi, Cinderella! It's Thursday! Yeah, so these can be really stinky for the actor when you're doing this, because there's a lot of glue and a lot of alcohol that goes on. Where are my scissors? I can't see past my nose now. I might probably chop my cut that off. Oh, that's better. So yeah, you kind of get your cotton bud and you roll the edges up like this. This stuff is really stinky. If you're working with isopropyl alcohol, then you do need to work with a ventilated room. And the ISO just melts those edges in, see? Stinky! So obviously this was made for somebody else, and there's quite a lot of room in there. Step 1. So I did do a little bit of looking up of Gimli while I was sort of researching this. I do like to have some quotes and stuff ready. Oh, we're going to have to get some more glue in there. Yes, we did used to get quite high on isopropyl alcohol, especially at the end of the night. Like when we did big days and there were lots and lots of dwarves, you'd be on, like, they use these backs of trucks as the makeup rooms so that they're mobile and you can drive them anywhere. So when we were on location, you would be, and you were cleaning people off at the end of the day, you'd have like 8 people and 4 actors on a bus sometimes, all using isopropyl alcohol to clean and to yeah, get the actors ready to go home. And hang on, I'm just going to push that in there. And yes, you would get, everyone would start laughing and you wouldn't realise until about half an hour later that it was because you were absolutely stinking of isopropyl alcohol. And apparently what happens, this stuff is like quite noxious. You do have to be very careful with it. Professionals only, please do not attempt this at home. But yeah, what happens is you actually absorb quite a bit of this stuff, the fumes, through your eyeballs, and it can pit the surface of your eyeballs. Gross, eh? So I'm just going to get a little bit of glue up under here. On there. And I need to get it up. I can feel where I need it. I need it there. So I'm not too worried about this bit down here because the moustache will cover it up. And we'll just let that dry because you do need to get the glue to dry before you stick it down. But I think we're blended pretty well considering it was a seconds that they didn't want. I have told no lies, I promise. Oh, I got some pictures of Gimli. Here's Gimli. My printer is running out of ink, I'm afraid, and ink is so expensive. Sometimes you think you might as well just buy another printer because they're cheaper than the ink. I know! I can't take myself seriously either. And this is him without his helmet on. So my dwarf's going to be a little bit more ginger. A little bit more. So I think we probably should do a little bit of colour around. So I've just decided I am going to do a little bit of makeup. What have I got? Satin, which is a little bit darker. And I'm just going to use my buff brush, my contour blending brush. So let's just try this. Oh yeah, because I just want it, because I'm quite pink and the nose is quite yellow. Do you guys see all these girls? I was watching a couple of makeup videos this morning and they're putting on yellow makeup when they're a pink base skin, and it's just, they've just not been colour matched properly. If anyone needs any help with colour matching, just let me know and I can help you. Oh, we don't really need to do my chin, do we? Because it's going to be covered up by a giant beard. But, you know, when I do these characters, like, I would never wear this colour makeup. See how pink I am underneath? And this is yellow makeup? Yeah, I see it on the internet all the time. And I'm just like, why would you do that when you're, you know, you're a lovely pink colour? Poor John Rhys Davies. So I worked with, my head of department was Dominique Till, who is an amazing makeup artist who lives in LA now. She looked after him for the whole film. Basically, there was another guy called Brett, who was his stunt double, who was who played him when they needed him to look small. And Brett, He wasn't actually that little, but, you know, shorter than Orlando and all that. And John was really funny, but John, because I knew him from Indiana Jones, and he's a theatrical person, and because I was like little 22-year-old Fifi, he used to hold my hand in the morning when he was having his makeup done and recite like poetry and I think like Shakespeare and things, and you couldn't get away from him because he would hold your hand with like both hands, so you kind of had to just wait until he finished. Let's see if that glue's dry. Yeah, the things we do to please actors. He was lovely though. He didn't mean anything by it. Okay, I can feel part of that stuck. Oh my god, it's quite weighty. It's like solid silicone. Alright. Moving on. I do want to have some little pink cheeks though. Some little red cheeks. I really needed a red. You know, they don't really do red eyeshadow in red. And the reason is that red pigments in eyeshadows can be quite toxic. So like a really red is quite hard to come by. But I think I'm going to use a stipple sponge. And I just want to put a little bit of texture into my cheeks to make me look like a little warm dwarf. So back, when they did the dwarves on Lord of the Rings, they had to make their heads really giant, so their ears were out here, so they looked really short and squat. Stick, stay. I might have to keep pushing that up there. Yeah, so they just were like roasting the whole time. Some of them had like, you know, race car drivers have these special suits inside them that pump cold water through them to cool them off because they've got so many layers on and it's really hot. So they made those for the dwarfs as well to try and cool them off. And then we had air systems where you just shove like a air compressor nose down the back of their costume and pump cool air into them to give them a blast of cold air. Yeah. So usually when you'd be doing this, you'd do a whole lot of work on the edges and you'd make them really seamless, and you'd use the Pros-Aid and you'd fill in all the gaps and everything like that and make it really seamless, but we don't have time for that. No, we don't. Right. Moving on. Welcome everybody. Yes, my antihistamines are not working. Maybe I'll make my nose a little bit orange as well. They are very talented at Weta Workshop, and they do make amazing things down there. Let's just put a little bit of orange on the end just to warm it up and match it with my cheeks. Oh, that's better. That is the weirdest sensation ever. Cute. Oh, look like some kind of weird Christmas elf gone wrong, kind of. I don't know. Well, do I remind you of anyone? Oh, okay, moving on. Okay, so we need to put the beard on. So the first thing you do when you put a beard on is you just place it on to see how it's going to sit. So many people launch in with glue and tape and all that stuff before they've even checked, because sometimes you do need to chop a little bit off it to get it to fit properly. So this is my set. I wouldn't mind making these for people, but I'm not sure how much of a market there is out there for private, personal dwarf hair sets. But if anyone would like a set, please contact me. Right, so I've cut the lace off. So I've cut the lace so it's like kind of a zigzaggy kind of thing, but you might have to cut some back. So because it's quite weighty as well, that's why I'm going to use the tape, and then I'm going to use the glue for the top edge. So you want to place the middle, and then we want to place, so that's going to come up quite high. So the wig is going to come down lower than that, but what I might do is actually pin that up there My God, I know I'm gonna absolutely roast. I may have to get the ice cream out halfway through this makeover. Okay. Very good. Alright. So check that. It's gonna be alright. I'm just gonna use some pins to put it back in here. And we'll just fiddle with it. So this chopstick, you have to take this off with isopropyl alcohol as well. And it's got two little peely things on the back. And it's got some little tabs at the side. So what you can do is pull the big green one off. I'm not really totally sure exactly which way round is the best way to do this. But it has the little gap in the middle, so it's easier to pull the tabs off once it's on your face. Yeah. Chopstick. What's everyone up to today? Oh yes, we should do cut a movie of all my funny quotes. Oh, I did get some quotes for Gimli. Oopsie. That one's not sticking. I think I need to witch hazel. Hang on. So witch hazel just dries your skin out a little bit. Is that one stuck? Yeah, that one's pretty stuck. You're at work, Anne. Are you going to get in trouble if someone catches you? Right. Stick. Just like putting a band-aid on. An invisible band-aid. So there's a whole lot of different grades of toupee tape as well you can get. Some of them are stickier than others. Yes, a montage! I've got a dinner to go to tonight, so I can't dilly-dally because it's going to be a bit of a job getting all this off again. Especially when you do it on it's easier when you do it on somebody else, I reckon. Sometimes it's easier doing yourself, and sometimes it's just a... Do you know what? For extra security, I'm going to put another 2 on. Oh my God, I just felt a sweat dribble go down my back. It is roasting. I wonder, I was having a little daydream about eating ice cream in my dwarf get up, and like how could I actually get the ice cream through all the hair and into my mouth. Right, looking decidedly weird. Okay, so before we grab that, we're going to get the glue out. It's always hard to get the lids off these glues. Sometimes you have to get a boy to do it, but there's no boys around here. Yes, I should just go to dinner like this, shouldn't I? Hang on, I'm just trying to get the lid off. Okay, so this is a Ben Nye glue. It's almost died, so I might as well use the rest of it. We use this a lot up in Auckland. It's not too bad. It's no Joe Blasco, but it'll do. And I want to get my glue brush ready to go. So I think I'm going to use a synthetic actually. So this is a cream shadow brush, but they're quite good for glue as well. So it's good for synthetics. And beard time. Oopsie. So what you want to do, the New Zealand cosplay group. Thank you, Danya. Right, so you want to place the middle of the beard. So you want it sort of really close to your top lip. And in that little gap there. In there. You know, I do kind of just wing these. I know I do spend some time organising them and stuff, but I guess I've done a bazillion dwarfs before for my job, so I'm going to have to pin it because it's too heavy. I'm going to dip my beard in the glue in a minute. Never thought I'd say that. Hang on. I think it's just really hot. We're just fighting against heat here. and my axe. That's what Gimli used to say. Yeah, it's always different doing it on yourself. Hair everywhere, honestly, and hair, dealing with hair in, on hot days, bit of a bloody nightmare. Okay, get in there. Right, so we've got it stable. I need a little mirror. Beautiful. Okay. And trying to talk at the same time. Yes, I must say that is a skill. That, yeah. Alright, glue time. So what we've got is glue, a synthetic brush, and skin coloured stocking, which we're going to use to dab the glue. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this, like, with one hand. Okay, so how this kind of glue works is you put the glue on wet, fold this down, and then what you want to do is take your ring finger and tacky it up. And my axe, that's right. I did write down some quotes, which I will get out in a second. He was a very nice man, and what they put him through was quite full on. I mean, it would be like take them 5 hours to get them ready before they could even go on set, you know, including makeup, costume, and everything else that went on with it. It just went for ages. So what the stocking does is it lets you stick the lace to the glue without your finger sticking to the glue, so it gives you like a little release. And it also mattifies the glue as well, so it's not shiny. Got it. Right. Next is, I think I put the tape a little bit high there, but never mind. It's very hard to do this without, I wonder if I can put the mirror there. Hang on, let's try it. So ideally you only want the glue where the lace is going to stick. You don't want to put the glue like, yeah, I have put the tape too high, it doesn't matter. Hang on. Ring finger. Stocking. Seamless. Bit different from Kim Kardashian, right? I know, I'm going to die. Cinderfella, I'm actually going to die, actually, for my art. Yes, it's going to be extremely hot. Yeah, I'm going to roast. But we're not fussing around, we're just going to get going. So the lace on this one's not too bad actually, considering it's a pretty heavy lace beard. This kind of disappears, see? So these are pre-made beards. They come white, and I dye them and I perm them so they've got texture. Now, that little nose needs to be able to stick up there. The weight of it is just unbelievable. There you go. Stay there. That's where I want you to stay. Right, where have you gone? Hang on. Moustache. I look like some weird kind of Amish person gone wrong. It's been excommunicated from the community but still held on to their ways. Right, so moustache goes in there. That's going to go quite well. Thanks, Sanch! Sanch is one of my besties. So supportive. Right, I just need that note, that little bit there keeps pulling away because of the weight of it. So, do you know what the worst feeling in the world is? Is glue on your top lip. Honestly, it's not a nice feeling. That's why we always try to avoid putting beards on actors, because they hate it. They just, from going from a hairless face to a face covered in hair is just so awful for an actor. Even if we make the beards from scratch, which we do sometimes, we make the beards, they're still uncomfortable. There's not much we can do about it. Some people are sweet with them. I put a moustache on a lovely actor called Errol the other day, and he was fine the whole day. He loved it, actually. But some people just can't. It's like when you put a long hair wig on an actor. They just can't, on an actor with short hair, they just can't handle it. So the trick to this is to get it right up your nostrils. Hi, Mel! Get it right up there. Yeah, because you want it to look like it's connected to your... You want it to look like it's connected to coming out from under your nostrils. Yes, can you see it coming together? Can you see? I did my little plaits. So tuck my plait into here. This one goes in here. And this one goes in here. Not just a pretty face, eh? Whoa, look at this, huge! Like my little pink hair ties. So good. Right, I feel like I need to break my face up a little bit with some dirt or something. Make me a bit more warrior-like, but maybe we'll just go with the cheesy, with the cheesiness today. Poor John Rhys Davies when we did. Do you, Sanch? Thank you. John Rhys Davies, because he had to have his prosthetics applied so much, his skin really took a beating, and he was already pretty old when he yes, it's bringing it all together, although I feel like some kind of weird anti-Santa at the moment. I don't even think I can drink any fluid at the moment. Anyway, what did he say? He goes, nobody tosses a dwarf. And he goes, not the beard, because there was a whole scene where people were pulling on his beard. Oh, it's like a makeup artist's worst nightmare. And there's another line, stay close, young hobbits. They say a great sorceress lives in these woods, an elf witch of terrible power. All those who look upon her fall under her spell and are never seen again. Oh yes, wait for it, Erica. We now have these are beautiful little things which I styled this morning. Can you see how amazing they are? Did you like that? There's a few good quotes from him. But honestly, every time you I've just got these pins lost in the wig. Dangerous. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. every time basically you don't see Gimli's face, it's not him. Because he was, I don't know how old he was when he played Gimli, but he was not young. Brett, who was the young guy who played him, because he was always covered in helmets and hairs and everything, so you could hardly tell the difference. And he had a full, like Brett, the stunt double, had like a full mask on as well that looked like John Rhys Davies as well, that was glued to his face. I think he, maybe to this day, is still one of the most prosthetic people in the world, maybe. I'm not sure. He might be competing with one of the Klingons from Star Trek, maybe. Right, so we're just going to use wig glue. If I can get this lid off again. God, it's so hot. I'm dying. Dying, people. Here we go. So, I just want to get a nice little line under my eyebrow of glue. Sometimes people use eyebrow glue to, wig glue to block out their eyebrows. It's a pretty good match now, that nose. It's not too bad, I reckon. But it did come from Weta Workshop, so it's not like a $2 shop. You know. It's not a cheap one. They were very kind to give it to me. Oh, I think we need more glue. That doesn't feel right. So Lord of the Rings is like 20 years old now, isn't it? No, it'd be like 18 years old now. Because I started at Weta Workshop in 1999. I'm showing my age. 1999 I started, late 1999, and then worked there 2001, 2002. Oh, it's like it's got a mind of its own. Bit of a contrast from Kim K, right? Oh, I love that perm. It's very hard to perm eyebrows. Oopsie, gonna go. Can't see past my beard. See, I don't even think we're gonna see the ears. Like they're gonna be so hidden. Okay, we're holding people. I know, I was going to just leave it with one brow cinch, but you know, because they are supposed to be, what do they say? Supposed to be sisters, not twins or cousins, not sisters or something. I can't remember what people say. I think your eyebrows should really look the same. If they look like sisters, who cares? Here we go. My sister eyebrows. Sister eyebrows. My sister eyebrows could use a pluck, that's for sure. Oh, that's better. I know. Shall I put up a picture later of Kim K and then Gimli the Dwarf? Mind you, a lot of people couldn't believe when I did Hank Beans that it was me. A lot of people didn't recognise me. Like, I would tell people about it and they were like, wait, what? Was that you? Beard for days. Right, maybe I'll just go to dinner like this with the ladies. I'm not sure I could actually get any food in my face though. Oh, it's hot. Physically hot. Physically roasting hot. Oh, I like those little flames that come out the top. Can we make some more of them? Yes. The little bits to break it up. Fierce. What else did he say? Let them come. There's one dwarf in Moria who still breathes. Right, now this wig is huge. Oh my god. I wonder if I can drink some water. I'm not going to be able to get it past my nose, I think. Oh my god, I'm so hot. I'm like dying. I really should have some texture on my face, I feel. Oh, I love him. I would marry him, Anne. You love the guy out of Game of Thrones with the ginger beard. The one who's in love with the tall lady. I love him. He is beautiful. Honestly, if I could marry, you know, a Canadian Mountie or a Scots tree cutter, champion, tree cutting champion, I would totally would. Oh, do you think they'd have me like this? Marriage. Marriage is why we are gathered here today. Right, so what I'm going to use is these big stonkers. So these are like really big U-pins. I'm going to use that to anchor the wig down, and then we're going to glue the front. It's a lot of glue, people. It's a lot of glue. So I'm just trying to get everything ready, because once the wig goes on, we want to like work quite quickly. Oh yeah, I should flick some ink on my face, Sanch, but should I do that now before the I might do that now. Okay, I'll flick some ink on my face then. How long have we been going for? I can never tell on these videos how long we've been going for. So if I use the bad palette, which is blood and dirt, there is a colour in here on this end, which is called blood, that colour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little spray bottle of ISO and spray some in there. And then I'm going to get my flick brush, which I showed you guys before, so it must be nearby. Oh, here we go. So these are chip brushes, really cheap chip brushes you can get from the hardware store. They're just, and see, because the bristles are quite stiff, we chop them down, so they're about that long, and we chop them off down to about here. And we, yeah, make them so that they're really short. 50 minutes. Oh, that's not too bad. Thank you. You basically load the brush up. It takes a minute for the ISO to break through the surface of the product. And you get really messy doing this. There's no avoiding it, really. Come on! Sometimes you get inferior isopropyls. The isopropyl alcohol is like 95% or 97% instead of 100%. Oh, thanks, Heather! Not doing too bad. I think I need another pin in here. Oh no, we'll be alright. Okay. So then you just get it and you just flick it. So I'm just going to close my eyes. And it just gives you like a splattering. Oh, I don't know what that was. So sometimes you get airbrushes that can do splatter. And it just breaks your skin up a little bit so you don't look so young and beautiful, basically. Do you know, weirdly, I'm getting, every now and then I get a little vision of my father. Of myself, looking at myself. Oh yes, catalogue model. Hi me now, people, I'm available. Right. Okay, I'm actually a bit terrified of putting this wig on, because it's going to be so bloody roasting hot. So yes, you would usually go into a wig upside down and all that palaver, but with everything that I've got on my face, I can't actually go upside down. So we are just going to pull this on. Oh, I'm a flaming dwarf! Oh my god, yes. So, again, the trick with wigs is to give yourself as much forehead as possible. So, where are my sides? Who am I? Identity crisis. So, I spent ages making this, guys. Look, that perm is beautiful. So, this is yak hair. That's why it looks a little bit odd. Because it's like, I take up like the whole camera now. Yeah, so this is yak hair, and I dyed it bright red, but then when I permed it, it pulled some of the colour out. But I actually like the difference between the beard and the wig. Gosh, it's flaming, isn't it? It's roasting hot. So I'm going to anchor this real quick before it shifts. Here we go. I feel like I need a mug of, like, beer or honey mead or something. Maybe I'm like the red, what's his name from Harry Potter? Remind me what his, oh, I should know his name. My brain's gone blank. I'm his long lost cousin. I'm going to put a couple in the back. Right, oh my god, honestly, I am so hot right now. Dying for my art. I don't even think we need to glue that, like it's just sitting there really well. And everything else is kind of just sitting really nicely, so I'm not going to spend ages gluing it if I don't have to. Shall I do a little braid? Oh no. Style myself beautiful. Look, they are quite good. I like these eyebrows this big. I was thinking I should chop them down even further, but I think I actually quite like them. Do you think if I send a photo to my family like this that they would know who this was? They'd probably just think it was a freak. Yes, Gimli. Where's my photo? We still haven't had the piece de resistance yet. The helmet. Here's Gimli. Here, let's fold this down so I can get closer to you. Do I look like his long lost cousin? Would you have a beer with me? I would have a beer with me. I think I do need like some brown eyeshadow or something though to make me look a little bit more fierce. Come on. So what have we got? Palette number, no. We need like palette number, why is the computer stopped? That's what I want to know. Like a little bit of moodiness. Because I feel like my eyes are just lost in all of this. Let me give myself a bit of depth in there. I need my contour back. That's what I need. I don't want to make it pretty. You'd have a beer with me, Sanch. And then I just want to make like my lash line a little bit darker. Oh, yes. What should my dwarf name be? Gimli. Twin Gimlis. Gimli and his sister, Gimli. That's it. Now you can see my eyes a bit more. Alright, before I die of heat exhaustion, dun 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 dun, my dwarf helmet! Let's go to war! I actually think I'm going to die. Look, I am your father. Wrong movie. I don't know if I can get this on over all my hair. Hang on. Maybe I need to do a braid. Come on. Oh, my eyebrows are going to get in the way. How did people do this? Can you see me? Look, my eyebrows are sticking out. Fierce! To war! Orlando Bloom, come with me. We will take them down together. Oh my gosh, I'm actually going to die in here. How many elves have you killed today? I'm probably going to get stuck. I'm going to get stuck. It's really stifling. I think I'm going to pass out. Anyway, so I get this off. Oh my god. Oh my god. I could not last more. Imagine people at like cosplay conventions wearing those like all day. How do they do it? Christ almighty. Alright, I think it's photo time. And then it's going to be like half an hour of clean up to get all this off my face. But I thank you people for joining me on my quest today to transform myself into an amazing warrior elf. Dwarf, sorry. Gosh, don't get those two mixed up. I congratulate you on your efforts, everybody. The realm is once again safe. Glimora the dwarf is here. I will protect you with my axe. Alright, I'm just going to lose the plot now because my brain is probably frying of heat exhaustion, I think. So, we will see you again tomorrow. Actually, me and Charlie are doing makeovers on each other. And we've made some nice, beautiful finger-waved wigs that we've been working on over the last couple of weeks. And we're going to do 1920s makeups tomorrow. So probably during the day. So I hope to catch some of you guys there. Thanks, Mistress Snow. Hope to catch some of you guys there. And yeah, it'll be great. Didn't actually do that much actual makeup today. But I will do soon. I think tomorrow's 1920s looks are going to be great. And then on Sunday we're at the vintage car show out in Trentham in Wellington, doing makeup on vintage makeup and vintage hair ups on people, and then yeah, and then back to it, and then I'll do a couple of nice pretty ones. But I do need some more ideas. I was thinking I should do like the mother from Carrie or something, you know, like a real character old woman. I thought that would be a good idea. Not sure. But amazing. Thanks for joining me today, everybody. Enjoy the sunshine while you can. Summer will be over before you know it. And I'll get some more celebrity makeups organised in the next wee while.